Your perspective about money, resources, opportunity, it determines your entire ceiling. If you believe you're broke, you will stay forever broke. If you believe that you have little, you will never pursue more, and you will look at your entire life through the lens of lacking. Mark 11:24. Therefore I tell you, whatever you ask for in prayer, believe that you have received it, and it will be yours. About 4 to 6 months ago, a good friend of mine who used to work at the same job as me got fired and let go. Proceeding on the days after, he went down a depressive spiral and completely felt like he lost his entire self-worth, his ability to provide, and ultimately thought he had nothing. I took him at face value, right? I initially believed and bought into his story because why wouldn't I, right? I trust him and I trust his perspective on life, and he's an extremely competent, capable young man. This was after a lengthy conversation speaking about how depressive episodes come easily when you are not readily prepared for them. He showed me his bank account, and guess how many dollars he had sitting in there? Over $60,000. Now I want you to put that in perspective. Somebody can have 60 plus grand in the bank and yet still feel like they have absolutely nothing. I've been in a similar situation before. I've been without jobs. I've been without a way to find a source of income, and yet somehow I still was able to recoup and come back from those situations. But when I was thrusted deep into that mental prison of believing that I had lost everything, I started losing more, feeding this empty void in my heart with useless purchases, mindless distractions. And since I felt like I had nothing, my subconscious told me, why not just fuck it up even more? Why not just derail the train completely, because you've already lost everything? It wasn't until took back the abundance that we stripped away from ourselves. It was in the same year, 2025, that I felt the absolute brokest, the most lost I'd ever been in my entire life. Confused, lacking guidance, and nobody around me knew. Nobody around me had any idea of the gravity of how deep this went. Me failing to be transparent with other people, being honest with myself, led to a lack of authenticity. And of course, honesty and integrity is everything when you reframe your paradigm. Put blind faith and almost a delusional level of security, plant the seed within your own mind that you are living the most abundant, most prosperous, and richest life that you could possibly live, even if it goes against everything that you once thought before. Your mind is very good at keeping you safe and rationalizing in order to make sense of the external reality. Your mind does not have the ability to differentiate real from fake. This is the reason why you can recall memories that happened years ago and still feel the same emotions that you felt when it was actually happening. This is the reason why you can dream of your aspirations, of your future self, or things that bring you happiness, peace, joy, and you can feel those emotions in real time. Is there anything changing externally about your life? No. It's all internal. If you resonate only focusing on everything that you don't have, all the areas that you lack, essentially what you are saying is that you are not deserving to feel those emotions right now. That somehow the future version of you is more deserving of it. That somehow, instead of attracting everything that is meant for you, you'd rather chase it. You'd rather break yourself down instead of believing that it is already yours. When you hold on to a frequent thought for long enough, it will become your frequency. And when your frequency is habitually solidified in your mind, it will become a habit. Wealth and abundance is not external truth. It is a mind frame that you look at. Autosuggestion is very good at utilizing what you plant in your mind habitually to then look for patterns. If you've ever bought a new car before, you drive it home for months on end, you probably only see your car driving on the road. You're like, wow, ever since I bought this car, why does everyone now decide to make the same purchase? Now, that is an example of your brain's ability to use autosuggestion. Some people use this to their advantage. Some people let it kill them slowly. When you seek for opportunity, when you feel like you are a magnet for success, your brain will start looking for ways to validate that. It will start looking for the opportunities. It will start looking for the areas in your life that are valuable, that might be successful. It's not even a might. It's a assured. If your frequency is one of higher level of abundance, of pure growth, there's nothing that can ever steer you away from that belief. The only thing that can is you. Is your choice to believe and put your faith in something that is completely of your choosing. This beautiful scenery around me in South Lake Tahoe, as I spend a couple days with my woman on our 3rd year anniversary, allowed me to get closer to that belief that everything around me, this environment, is mine. Now make no doubt, I did not choose this specific place by accident. One day, there will be a video made where I'm talking to this very same camera, where this isn't a getaway spot. I own this. I own the property that sits on the edge of this beautiful beach behind me. I'm able to freely, with freedom, do what I please, act as I please, and bless others generously because I put the faith in myself. I chose to be a good steward, to show other people that I'm not special. This is not some unique, newfound life or reality that I've discovered. This is something that is available to you right now. Get rid of all of the limitations. Get rid of all of the ways that you feel like you're not capable, all of your failures, all of your pain, everything and everybody that is telling you, making you believe that that vision that you have, no matter how grandiose it might be, isn't true. Because if you believe it, Mark 11:24, if you so much as believe, you have already attained it. The only difference is holding on to that belief for long enough. It will become a matter of when instead of if. If you are able to maintain it and shrink the time in between when you chose that decision to change your paradigm all the way until it becomes an actuality, and still maintain it therefore after, people's lives around you will be changed unintentionally. When God told man to subdue, multiply, and be fruitful, this and everything around you, what you're seeing, which is only a small sliver of what's available to you, is what he commanded you to grasp. This is not some abstract idea. This is truth. But most people are persuaded by man that there's a barrier to entry. You must have this much status. You must pay this price tag to have access to this. You must look the part. You must be the part. And I'm telling you right now, it is all lies. You do not need the influence of somebody or something else to believe something that is not already here. Proverbs 23:7. As a man thinks in his heart, therefore he is. I hope whoever is watching this right now chooses to apply this in their life, no matter what position they're in, right this very moment. I love you. Stay steadfast, resilient, and put your faith in the Lord above all else. Seek first his kingdom, and all other things will be added unto you. I'll catch you guys in the next video.